name is DIXIT and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. So today I'll give you one of the walkthrough of the entire machine of HackTheBox that we call it as a backdoor. In this machine, what are the steps I'm taking it, how to get it solve this machine, what are the steps we are taking. It's an easy machine, but still a couple of things we have to do it, and even finally we have to use a GDB just to get it get the final limited level shut of the machine. So that's the steps we have to take it forward. I try to explain you each and everything over here itself in this video. So now we have to go to a system to see how to get it compromise this machine. So before proceeding further, this is my technical channel where you can see all the videos, whatever the videos I have created so far. So it's available over here. Couple of write-ups I have created over here, so you can see all the stuffs over here on my technical blog. The name of my technical channel is Pentest Diaries, and even I have all my write-ups on my technical blog that again call it as sakshamdixit.com. okay, so you can visit over here and you can see all the things. Now we'll go for this machine to get it solid. Okay, so the machine name is Backdoor, which I've already told you about it. So the first thing which we have to fire it, it's a nmap command. So let me proceed. Before proceeding further, so the first thing which we have to do it is nmap. Okay, so we simply have to fire the command nmap, and just to know like what are the target ports are open over here. So let me trigger it and wait for the output. So over here we can see the output as port 22 is enabled, port 80 is enabled, and the port 1337 is open. Okay, so what's the next step for it? We'll try to get it access on port 80 and try to see like what exactly the output we're getting out of it. So let me open the browser and try to access the same thing. Let me try to copy the IP address of the target machine, put it over here and try to get it access it. So you can see that it's look like a standard page, and looks like a WordPress in the I can say that a backend platform is using as a WordPress one over here, which I can see it. So what's the next step for it? We simply have to use the Go Buster and look for other type of subsections for it to explore it with port 80. So let me run the Go Buster. So we'll simply have to use this command straightforward. I'm not sure about it whether this word list is present over there. If I'm getting any error, I'll supposed to import it, and rest these are the, I can say that these are the outputs code which we are getting it. So we're looking for these things only out of it. So let me run it. Okay, GoBuster is also not available, so let me get it installed first. So it's working for us now. After the installation, I've tried the same thing. Let me get it complete the final output, and then we'll proceed further with that. So we can see the output over here, and these are the stuffs which we are looking for it. So what I have to do it now, I'll simply try to get it access with wp-includes, get it access on my browser and see what the output I'm getting it. So I'm seeing the directory listing over here. Okay, so what else I can see? So let me figure out other things like which we am seeing over here. It's WP content, WP admin. So this is for the login page itself. Okay, so let me figure out with a Go Buster for subsections for WP contents and what exact output will get it over here. Try to figure out it. So let me go to the same section once again, clear it out, run the code once again and wait for the output. Okay, so it's look like these are the stuffs which you are looking for it. So themes is a subsection for it, uploads is one of the section for it, plugins and upgrade. So I'll be looking for the plugins. So let me go to the browser once again. I'll go to the WP content, then I'll just go for the plugins, enter. Okay, I'll go inside of it, ebook download. Okay, I can see couple of things inside of it. And after that, like what exactly it's look like, this is one of the plugin which we are using it out. So I'll have to figure out using such a sprite whether any exploit is available. everywhere belongs to this or not. Let me search out with search exploit for ebook 1 ebook plugin for WordPress, and on the basis of that only will proceed further. So when I run it, I can see couple of things is present over there itself, and there is one other thing which we are looking for. It is the first one I can say there, a directory traverser is one other thing. Okay, so what exactly I have to do? I just have to look around for it, this file, whether this file is present on my system or not. So let me look for it. Yeah, it's present. So let me try to get it accessed directly. Okay, so I can see this is the content which we can look for it. So we'll just modify the content as per our requirement, and we'll try to get it accessed wp-config file. Okay, so what exactly we have to do it? I'll simply have to customize my URL and try to get it access this one. Okay, so let me trigger it. So I have just put it that straightforward, the same path which is mentioned over there. I'll have to put it and with customize one and try to get it triggered this. So I can see I can download the file. I'll simply have to get it saved on my system, go to the terminal once again, try to get it access that file. Okay, I can see the code of it. Is there anything special over here? I'm getting it. Let me see that. So I can see a db user password, db user is there, password is there, host, these things I'm getting it over here. Okay, what else I can get it out of this? I don't think so anything else is here. It looks like a valuable one. Okay, so what else we have to do it? We'll using the same technique to get it figure out the passwd file. We just have to figure out like what are the users are present on that. So we simply have to get it saved, the same file, try to get it access passwd. I can see using the same exploit. I'm using couple of things, I'm downloading couple of things over here. So you can see users list over here itself, what are the users are present over there on the basis of the roles itself. That's also one other thing. What else? I'll try for the shadow file also. It's very rare to get it accessed directly, but I'll try for it. So I can able to access that one also. So let me try to get it, fetch out the details of it. Shadow. Okay, so in this case we are getting only one output. Okay, that's okay. So what else we can do it? Now we'll try to get it download this file. It's /etc/login.defs. Okay, so this is one of the file which we are trying to get it download, and it's working for us. When we try to get it access it, we can get a lot of details about it. So after reading this, I have created one of the Python code just to use the same vulnerability to proceed further with that and get the final results out of it. So let me proceed further with that. Whatever the code is, like I'm getting it from ready-made code, I'm getting it from one of the forums, I'm using that code directly. So let me create that code first for you. It's a snipe.p. Let me copy the content which I've already created. Okay, we simply have to put it that, get it saved, done. What I have to do it now, let me run the Python 3 and that's it. We'll wait for the output now. Actually, that snapper one code of Python is not working, so I've figured out another way, and there's one script which I have tried over here. This is a script for it. So when we run this script, so we have to wait for it to get it complete that. So let me drag it out to that level. where I'm getting it started. Okay, sure. So when we started this script, so like it's just trying for all the process IDs for it, and it's going to on and on and on and on, and finally when it's reaching to one of the point where it's not getting filled, so you can see that over here it's showing like this on this process ID is the one. Okay, so where it gets stopped. So once there is another in the code itself, there is a response.txt file is getting created. So that file, when we try to get it open, we can able to see this one. Okay, so what we have to do it, we simply have to open the GDB server now, and we'll try to proceed further with that to get that control of the server, at least for the limited level. So what we have to do now, we get that output. Now we'll proceed further with that, and let me copy the code also for me. Actually, I have not that having that with me, so let me get it, copy that for me. This is the actual code. Let me put it that code for me. Okay, let me take a screenshot for this, so that everything will get it in one shot for me. Okay, so this is the screenshot for it. Perfect. We will try to run it. What exit the things is running over here itself. Let me go on the top and go to the bottom, and I'll get the appropriate output for it. Just give me a minute, let me take a screenshot so that it's easy for me to, at the time of formulating the walkthrough in a written format, it's appropriate for you to get it, that understand very clearly. Okay, let me put that over here. This test.sh. Okay, and I'll put the final output also. So what exactly the final output I'm getting it? So it's look like over here itself. This is the one where it's get stopped. Let me take the screenshot for that also. Okay, so over here also we'll just take a screenshot that, and then I'll just try to get it open this file by which I can able to get the actual output. Okay, this one is also useful for us. Let me paste that one also. Okay, perfect. So I think everything is sorted out now. Now we'll go to the GDB. So let me open the another section for it, and directly I'm running the GDB. I'm not sure GDB is not there, so let me install it first. Install GDB. So GDB installation is completed. Now let me run the command once again, GDB, and this time it will work for me. Okay, perfect. So now we'll simply have to fire the command, this one, as we are getting this one from our code itself, like whatever the output we are getting it in the response.txt file. So we'll simply have to run with this. Okay, and we can see a couple of things over here. Just let it wait for the output for it. Okay, perfect. Now what we have to do, we'll try to make one of the MS Venom based we are using one of the payload and try to create one file which we try to get it, use it over here to get the reverse shell of the system. So let me search out for this. Let me see whether I'm getting any output or not. I can see some output over here. It takes a lot of time to get it fetch it out. Let me go to the next screen. Okay, so over here couple of things is required. Let me check my IP address first. Okay, it's 14.102. okay, so let me modify that. Perfect, 102. Okay, so it's over here itself. This is the one which is supposed to get the output out of it. This is the final command which you have to run it from your side with the ms venom. Okay, this is a payload which you have to define it, local host port, and these are like, I can say that a background which you have to remove it, a platform you have to provide it, and whatever file you have to make it a format elf I have to mention, and what's the actual file name as output you want it. So we simply have to trigger it. In the meantime, let me open another section and open this for me. So I'm listening on quad 4. It's created already. Okay, perfect. So now what we have to do, we'll simply have to go to the GDB once again, and we'll try to pull this file to our GDB. We'll go over here, run it, done. Now we simply have to execute it, make it that execution file, and then run it. So we simply have to run. Is it okay? It's asking for it. Oh no, yes. And let me see whether I'm getting any. Yeah, I'm getting the shell. So once we get the shell, we simply have to fire that ID over here, and we can see it's a straightforward normal user. Okay, who am I? It's a user, as obvious. Where exactly I am at, I can able to see the user.txt file over here. So user.txt, I can able to see it. Okay, so this is one other section for it. Now what I have to do, I'll run the tty shell one-liner so that I can able to see the full. Okay, so this one is over here itself. Now what exactly we have to do it, you simply have to go to the user.bin file section. Okay, over here I'll simply have to fire the command, and this one I'm getting a lot of things to be get it executed. Okay, so I can see a lot of output over here, and there is one of the thing which looks like appropriate. I'm looking for screen. There is one of the thing is which we call it as a screen. Okay, so I have to wait for the output, and as per the output I have to see it with a keen eyes, like where exactly the screen. There is a package is present over there itself, so we have to look for that package. If I'm not getting it directly, then in that case I have to run it with a keyword just to get that output. It's a lot of things is present over here itself. Okay, so let it be. I'll have to go for that screen directly just to see whether I can able to run that command or not. So we'll try to see it, and we can able to see there is a suitable screen on this. Okay, perfect. So what we have to do, we'll try to, like, whatever the commands we are triggering it at the time of making a stable shell, the same thing we have to try to get it triggered over here. Then with the screen we'll try to trigger this, and by this I can become a root. So what exactly is happening over here, when we try to get it triggered that, so by that way I am getting the output just to get it triggered with that. If we require to get the root privileges, then in that case we simply have to use, like, it's running with that privileges for everyone itself. So if we are using that package, by that way we can become the root very easily. So now what exactly I have to do, I simply have to go to the root folder, try to see root.txt file. I can able to see that. Okay, so I'll give the description once again, the complete summary of this machine. How can we solve this machine? So we'll just simply have to run the nmap first, and once we run with the nmap, we'll just try to get that what exactly the output is it. So port 22 is enabled over there. It's look like a Linux machine, port 80 and 1337. So what exactly, the port 80 is one of the target for us. We just try to figure out like what exactly the platform on which port 80 is running. So we just figure out like WordPress is one of the platform which we are using. Then we have to run the GoBuster. By that way we just came to know about couple of subdirectories for it, and by that way we reached to some point where we simply have to, we came to know about there is one of the plugin. By that plugin, we try to figure out is there any known exploit is available in the market or not. Yeah, it's present over there. By that way, we try to go for the directory traversal for it, and by that way, we can able to fetch out the appropriate output. We fetch out couple of files by that way, pass wd, wp config, and by that way proceeding further with that, I can say a couple of things we just figure out over there itself. Then after that, at some point, there is one of the login ref file is present over there. So by that way I just came to know like there is one of like ready-made script I have just used it over directly. By that way we just came to know like is there any listening content is get it triggered it over there or not. By that way we just came to know like on port 1337 that is running. So using the GDB, we just try to like make it one of the MSVNM file with a payload and try to get it triggered with that and listening on that port itself, which we have defined it in our MSVNM file. And once we get it triggered, we get the limited level shell. Initially, we can able to access the user.txt file very easily. By that way, we'll proceed further with the user and bin file section. And there we just came to know there is a screen package is present on the server itself, and using that try to see like what actually the rights is present for it, and using that package we can get the root level rights. That's all about this. I can say that in this machine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. If you'd like to give your feedback, you can give the feedback in the comment section of this video. If you'd like to connect me, you can connect me on LinkedIn. The LinkedIn profile link I'll provide in the description section of this video. And other than that, if you like to say like any other technique, if you want to share it with me, you can share it with me on LinkedIn or on the comment section, anywhere you can share it. And couple of comments everyone has is putting it like they want the videos in Hindi also, like as Hindi are in a regional language, so they want us that I have to create the videos in Hindi also. So I'll try my best to get that create in Hindi also soon for you. Thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.